FPL Physio here with a Gameweek 14 complete guide. Haaland might not be the greatest captain this game week. You gotta start planning for your AFCON and you gotta use those transfers carefully. Let's jump right into it. I'm currently ranked 143, and the concept of these physio rooms you see here is that the greater the rank, the better the physio room. This was the physio room, the treatment room before this game week 13. Pretty golden, pretty nice. Now we transferred right into this pretty weird, insane physio room. Got a lot of diamonds there as well on the walls. I'm not exactly sure what the thing in the bottom right corner is. Looks like a combination of a treatment table or a, a dog cage, and I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, that's the physio room we're currently at. Let's jump right into it. I'm gonna make myself smaller here. The best captains for this game week might not be Haaland, as you can see. The AI model that I use, which I will link to in the description, suggests Bruno Fernandes is the greatest captain this game week, and I completely understand why. Home against West Ham, a team that concedes a lot of XG currently, and Bruno seems to be not on fire because he hasn't been so far this season, but with 2 assists provided in the last game against Palace, it seems like a great pick. He will also be my pick this weekend unless we get news of importance. Salah second, which is I don't know, maybe the model is not updated yet, but if it is, I understand it. Home against Sunderland is a major fixture. There will be some doubt about the expected minutes for Salah because he didn't feature in the match yesterday against West Ham. Haaland as a 3. Haaland is always in the top 3, and I wouldn't say he's a bad choice at all. But away against Fulham, his expected goal involvements against Leeds was low, even though it was home against Leeds. He's not a bad pick at all. Not a bad pick at all. But my pick this game week will be Bruno. Mbemo fourth, and who have Saka fifth. Also great choices. I like Bruno more than Mbemo. And I completely understand the Saka choice as well. Home against Brentford, great fixture. Brentford is doing better than expected before season and has shown some great defensive capabilities as well. Let's move on. The AFCON is nearing. It will take part from Sunday, December 21st to the mid of January. Managers will be given extra free transfers, 5 extra free transfers in game week 16. So after game week 15 is played, we'll get 5 free transfers to help plan around this season's AFCON. I think it's a horrible rule. It makes it super easy to navigate, and 5 transfers is more than enough. I think most teams will be in a situation where you get the 5 transfers and you'll be like, I have no freaking idea what to do with them except just keep rolling. Players reaching the final will be gone from game week 16, and some even earlier. I think there are some rumors about the national teams wanting the players to join the team earlier, but they'll be gone from game week 16 or 17ish to game week 22. So that's a long period that the players can potentially be gone. You got to start planning for AFCON right now. And FPL Fran on Twitter, on X, made this great list of key FPL players that could be going to AFCON. Salah, Indaye, the Sars, Dango, Aitnouri, Ahmad, Mbemo, and others. One of the key FPL players that aren't going to the AFCON is Semenyo, Minte, Kudus, and Beto, and those are of course some of the players that you could target. If you look at the at the game weeks here. So we know that we'll be given free transfers at. Just gonna make myself even smaller now. Jesus. And we all know that we will get the 5 free transfers after game week 15 is played. So as you can see, there's quite some turnarounds in fixtures for some of the teams. I mean, Arsenal look great here. They always do. Aston Villa also with a proper fixtures. Brentford is interesting because Brentford is also having this turn of fixtures, and I think Collins and Fenderberg could be potential buys here. Of course, also Thiago and maybe Kevin Schade. Other than that, here on the first, I mean, Chelsea, we have maybe Cole Palmer coming back. That could be an interesting case, as some might transfer out Salah or Bemo or someone in that price range. So Palmer is also one to look out for. Palace with a mix of fixture. I mean, they still look great, and especially the defensive players, Lacroix and Munoz, always someone to target. Other teams here with a proper, I mean, Liverpool, City, United with great fixtures. Liverpool, of course, in a weird season. Salah will be gone. How do they look offensively after that? Maybe Gakpo is the move. City also with great fixtures. I think there are some interesting players from City other than Haaland. Now I'm currently looking at maybe O'Reilly, and I'll get more into that in just a sec. United will be losing Mbemo, but you still with some great fixtures. I think Bruno is definitely one to target from United. Defensively, no players to target there, I would say. Newcastle also with an interesting run of fixtures. Maybe Voldemort is someone to target as well. So as you can see, it was just to give you an overview of like there's the AFCON is coming in 2 weeks time, and it's such a it's going to be very, very easy to navigate because there's a twist of fixtures. A lot of teams will have great fixtures, and you'll be given 5 free transfers. I mean, it's gonna be easy to navigate AFCON this year due to the 5 free transfers. Here's some tips for the AFCON planning as well. Maybe target Sunderland. Sunderland have, I think it's 7 players going to AFCON, which is a lot. I think 4 of them is normally in the starting lineup. Maybe you should target Sunderland when choosing captain, or just have that in mind. I don't know yet. They have been great defensively though, so it's not sure. For sure, you need to use your transfers before game week 15. You might as well use all the transfers you have before game week 15. So you go from 0 to 5 transfers due to the AFCON. Maybe look for Aït-Nouri O'Reilly cases. I wrote that because Aït-Nouri will be going to AFCON. O'Reilly is playing the same position and seems to be pretty locked. Also with Aït-Nouri back. So with Aït-Nouri away, it seems like O'Reilly will be pretty locked for the coming fixtures. You never know with Pep. Guardiola can also play in that position, and he could move in, play Stones and Diaz in the central defender. You never know. For sure, buy some Arsenal defense. Still great. They drew 1-1 with Chelsea last night, but I think Chelsea produced 0.85 XG or something, and they held Munich at 0.6 or something. So, I mean, even in the worst games of the season, they're just extremely solid. And for sure, subscribe. Well, why not? And let's move on. Replacements. Salah can go to Palmer, Saka if you own Salah. I've tried to make a list or an overview of the price region they're in. So Salah can easily turn into Palmer or Saka. In Bemo, you could look at Cunha, Bruno, or Semenyo. That could be a few choices there. Sa could maybe end up being Enzo, Minte, or Anderson. Check out Anderson. His stats are incredible after the turnaround of Forest, and he's getting DEFCON every goddamn week. Enzo is a bit of a not a hit and miss at all, but with Palmer coming back, we never know how his underlying stats will be. Dango, if you own him, also in the same price range as Enzo, Minte, Anderson, and the same with Indaye. So those are just some of the opportunities that you could aim for. Just a few ideas. Best transfers right now for the coming. I've set my range to 5 game weeks. So for the coming 5 game weeks, I would look at some of these players. Of course, we have as the defenders, we have 3 Arsenal defenders topping. That's just crazy. Calafiori, Timber, and Saliba. Saliba is of course out with a knock, so we have to wait for further updates there. But I mean, if you don't own at least 2 out of your 3 Arsenal assets in the defense, I have no idea what you're doing. Buy them, hold them, keep them. It's a season-long hold, at least for now. Timber is a great buy right now. So if you don't own Timber, I would definitely recommend that. Other than that, we have Tarkowski, also with a okay run of fixtures. He's a DEFCON monster, also an offensive threat. And Van Dijk on the 5th spot here. Let's see what the midfielders say here. So Bruno on top of the ranges against set at 5 game weeks. So Bruno topping. I just think Bruno is a great buy. Just keeps performing 4 or 5 points there, and then a major haul every 3rd or 4th week. Saka 2nd. Arsenal with a great run of fixtures. I could easily see someone doing the move from Mbemo to Saka if they can afford it. But one we don't have here is Palmer. We don't know about his expected minutes. We don't know how he'll get introduced to minutes and so forth. So we might see Palmer being in the top 3 or 4 very, very soon here. Mbemo is 3rd here. I think it's partly because of the prediction model hasn't been updated yet. He's going to AFCON, and he's of course not a pick. Salah and Sa the same. If you want to see the rest of the preferred mids, you can go to the website here that I use. Attackers, best transfers here for the coming 5 game weeks. Haaland, of course, if you don't own him, with the highest expected points. Welbeck 2nd, that's interesting. That's really, really interesting. I haven't looked much into that, but I'll definitely keep an eye out. Voldemort, as I mentioned earlier, Newcastle with a great run of fixtures. Could be the move, maybe not. Attackers are, how do you say it? I don't think there's a lot of value in attackers this season. So I would be cautious going there. Mateta 4th, Palace doing great with a mix of fixtures. I think Mateta is quietly overrated, and it's someone I plan to maybe sub out. But I'll go more into depth with that in my video tomorrow, where I go through my team and my transfer plans. Isaac 5th, that's an interesting one. Um, he could see his minutes go up with Salah going to AFCON. I think that's maybe why. Um, yeah, uh, it's also Liverpool has a great run of fixtures. Home against Sunderland, away against Leeds, home against Brighton, I think it is. So a lot of interesting choices here, and very interesting game week coming up. Haaland seems not to be the greatest captain choice. You gotta start planning your AFCON, and I would start planning my AFCON with a up to game week 15. I would already now try to transfer out the players going to AFCON. Now we got a gift, you could say, of the Sa injury. It's an AFCON player, and now you need to sub him out, transfer him out because he's injured. So that's one player out of the equation there. Thank you for watching. If you watch all the way here, subscribe, like, comment. I'll try to answer as many as possible. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button and see you soon.